So let's go ahead and get into the kitchen. I want to start out, we have some beautiful matte black lights here on a dimmer. The plug has your USB port and your C port, or whatever that one's called. I want to mention this to everybody. Nancy is a good friend of mine. Her and Ann and Lila, a group of 3 women, they come to the shop quite a bit and see what I'm up to and checking out my buildings that I'm building and my little homes. And the Dragonfly and this one, Nancy was nice enough to hand do this little needle point deal here. She did a Dragonfly for the Dragonfly Cottage, and she did a butterfly for this Butterfly Cottage. So she's a good friend, and I had an open house at her farm property about a year and a half ago with the Dragonfly. So I want to give her a shout out because she always makes those for me and gives them to me as a gift. First of all, we got about a 20-inch by 80-inch bar top. All the countertops in this house are full 1.5-inch birch. I used a translucent, semi-transparent black finish, and there's about 4 or 5 coats of a matte lacquer on these tops. And then behind this bar, I turned that 2x6 framed bar wall into a multi-area of storage, so you can put your canned goods and all that down there. The appliances in this little home are unique appliance company out of Canada, their classic retro version. It's about 11 cubic feet. Got a nice little lower freezer. Just a really nice unit, nice quality. I was really excited to find those. Then we can come over here to the 24-inch propane range, and it has a convection oven option and 4 burners, matching vent hood. And this actually vents to the outside. All my cabinet boxes are made of real 3/4-inch plywood. There's no particle board in these cabinets. So I do have a friend that supplies me with custom sized drawer boxes. They're all clear coated maple, dovetail joint, all soft close. Let's go up here. We got a really nice commercial style pull out faucet. That's a really nice quality. We've got a Frank granite style, kind of a matte black 25-inch single bowl sink. And then down here, we have a 3/4 horsepower garbage disposal pull out trash can set up right here. What we have on the ceilings is an engineered wood, kind of in a whitewash oak. And then we have pretty much the same thing on the floor, but it's in more of a standard brownish color. Really love that stuff. It's pre-finished. They're both flooring. And my wall boards and my ceiling boards, I glue on with construction adhesive and staple them on, so they're going to be nice and solid. Over here we have a nice little storage area. Here's a remote for the fan light combo. Coat hooks. Purse hook, keys, little shoe storage there. This is a code mandated fire extinguisher. And then right here, this is a propane gas detector. It's not carbon monoxide, it's actual propane gas detector for safety, which is part of the code too, because all of my homes are inspected and certified by NOAA, Organization of Alternative Housing. Okay, I'm kind of excited to tell you about this one. I built this custom on top of the fender well to hide the fender well. So doing that though, I had to modify it quite a bit. What I did, I bought a pre-made, factory-made bed frame, and then I added all the woodwork to it, and I had to make new legs. Then I bought a separate desk kit from another manufacturer. I had to make new side arms and get the pivot just right on that. The beauty about this little desk is the desk stays level the whole time you lower and raise the bed. I also added 2 really nice drawers to the unit. And so all you got to do, you just take the laptop and shut the laptop, pull out my custom made legs. I made those out of 8/4 solid oak with big 3/4 inch bolts for the pivots. Got a little barrel bolt lock right here. And voila, watch that desk. There you go. And you have your bed, so you're all ready to get a good night's sleep and wake up in the morning and put the bed back up. Down here I added 2 plugs. You can just slip your cords right behind the desk here, the desktop, and plug in down below. You don't even have to unplug your stuff either when you lower the bed up and down. I think I mentioned already, there's 2 nice drawers. And the cabinet behind here has electricity in it, so you could put a wireless printer in there. Or you could even set a printer down here on the floor as long as it's not taller than when the bed is down, and just leave the printer right there on the floor. You don't even have to move it or unhook it, as long as it clears when the bed is down. I also put a nice little cork board and a little dry erase board, and you can add other stuff too. You could also put, if it's a regular home computer, you could put your big whatever you call the main part of the computer down on the floor, and you could actually mount a big screen on here, more permanent, and it can just lift up and down with the bed too. So it's a really versatile, I'm really thrilled with the way this turned out. The other thing is too, this is a 6 foot by 14-inch desktop, set at standard 30-inch. So you can see how functional this thing is. Just a really beautiful setup. It came out wonderful. I'm thrilled with it. The reason I did a side slider above the bed and I put obscure rain glass in there, because I envisioned if during the day you might want to throw some pillows up there, and from the outside you wouldn't see that clutter through the clear glass. So I went ahead and I used a rain glass in that slider above the bed area. One other cool thing I did for this bedroom to give you some privacy, I made a custom little cabinet here when I was building my cabinets that is strictly contains a blackout privacy curtain. And it's got this little kick out right here, so when you're in bed at night you can pull it clear over to here, and it'll completely block any view if somebody's trying to look at you through the door or whatever. It gives you a really good privacy. Like I say, it's a blackout curtain, so the light won't come through. Cabinetry storage is huge for these homes. Like I say, I've got 27 door and drawer fronts because I put so much cabinetry in here. In the middle here, I made a really nice dresser. These are about 40-inch wide drawers. And again, my friend Brian, he gets me these clear-coated dovetail drawer boxes, all soft close, all cabinetry soft close, 2 big drawers. And then again, because of the fender well, built over the fender well, this one ends up just being a nice little pocket about 5 or 6 inches deep, that you can store some more stuff, some shoes or whatever. Back here, because of the high cabinets in the kitchen and the storage above the shower and the washing machine, I have a nice, really lightweight, really easy to handle. I'm really glad to find this ladder. It's narrow. This ladder just goes right back in this little area right here. I put a couple little handles on it so you'll be able to handle it. It's really, like I say, it's a really nice, lightweight ladder, easy to handle. Over here, we've got a bigger closet again, same location as the Dragonfly, but the Butterfly Cottage left me with I put a little bit deeper cabinet. Got a really nice pocket area again with the door up high, so you don't have to move anything that's on the floor. And a nice, I think this cabinet's about 24 inches wide, so you got your hangers. Hanging clothes can go here. You can modify these other 2 cabinets too if you got longer things to hang. These 3 shelves in here are all adjustable. I got the drilled holes for the adjustable pins. Okay, now we're gonna show you a full tour of the bathroom. First of all, I did a full louver door. I like these wider slats rather than the narrower ones. It looks kind of vintage to me. I really like that a lot better. The beauty about this door is I've got some 6-inch heavy-duty matte black bar style swinging hinges. So what you can do is you can swing it in and put the little thing down to leave it open that way if you want. Then you can do your laundry or whatever you want. Or You can back that off, and this door swings out this way. And you can put your little stop down here, out here. Then you can just run in and out as much as you need to. This little tiny house has a beautiful full 5 foot by 32 inch tile shower. I had my eye on this tile for a couple of years and I finally got to use it. It's a 12 by 36 with some really neat vines and leaves on it. So I decided to do the whole back panel as that. And then I've got a 4 by 12 matte finish subway tile on the end walls. Black hardware. Instead of a tile niche, I got this really nice 8 by 3 foot, 36 inch, 3 shelf little built-in niche. So I built the opening, and then after I tiled everything, that just silicones right in there. Got a nice little bench over here. Got the multiple spray nozzle type matte black faucet. This is pretty neat here. This is a soft closed door, full glass door. Both of them operate. Got a towel rack there. So when you close it, you'll see it does soft close. I found this really cool vessel sink. It's matte black and it's got vines and leaves on it. Got a really nice 24-inch solid wood vanity with plenty of storage below. I think I mentioned earlier the PEX lines. I use all PEX with brass fittings and real nice brass quarter turn shutoffs. On the countertop again, we've got the 1.5 inch butcher block semi-transparent black matte lacquer finish. I found this really cool vessel sink. It's matte black and it's got vines and leaves on it. I offset the faucet to the side so the sink bowl can go back a little further, giving you more acreage up here to store stuff. I also angled this countertop back a little bit, so then you got more room to set things up here like this. Back here, we've got a Beko vented dryer. It's got a lot of options on it. Really nice high-end setup. That's a European model, and I looked them up, and they've been around since like the 1940s or so. So it's a really legit company. Well, some builders, they'll have their tankless water heater just mounted on the wall with all the plumbing hanging out. I don't do that. This is a custom cabinet with a vented metal panel that I put up here since it is a propane unit. I've used these little nice higher end Norritz propane water heaters quite a few times now and had really good luck with them. What it really makes a unique ceiling height too in the home, the ends go clear up to 10 foot high. So you're at 9 to 10 foot ceiling heights in this bathroom, which leaves you a whole lot of storage up above both sides and across this front. Again, I am Dave Randall, Cool Cottages by DMR. I'm a one-man operation. I do sub out a couple things like the cabinet doors, drawer boxes, closed cell foam insulation, and I have a buddy of mine, a Slaughterback Heating and Air, that will evacuate my heating and air system and release my Freon and test it for me after I install it. It's only 3 things that I farm out when I build my homes. I do all the design work myself, all the building, all the finishing myself.